Success is relative. I said this about 50 times in my GCSE results day video, and I'm going to say it again now, the night before GCSEs and A-levels actually start. It's been a year since I was in this position, and I've had enough time to reflect on the situation. I've seen so many of you stressing out on Twitter and Instagram today, and I thought I'd share this with you again, because this is something similar to what I published on my blog over in August last year. Success is different depending on every person. A lot of people, myself included, find this difficult to accept. Schools often make it borderline competitive, and striving for the best is often taken one step too far. It's great to want to do well, but comparing your results to others is always going to make you upset, because there's always going to be somebody that you think has done better, no matter what their situation is. As I said in my video last year, some people are naturally academic, but if you're not one of these people, you shouldn't be made to compare yourself to them, because you might have worked just as hard. I'm so proud of the results I ended up getting. It did take me a while to accept this. I came out of my mocks last year with an E in chemistry. I always use this example, but it really does prove the point. That E to me was a huge wake-up call that it was time that I needed to put the effort in. I laughed it off at the time, but I knew straight away that that was not going to be okay if that was the result I got in August. So I threw everything I had into it, and I was not willing to let my science teachers or anybody else tell me that I couldn't do it. I've never been that kind of person, and I'm hoping I never will be. I'm sure a lot of you know this about me by now, but I'm a huge believer in if you want something badly enough, you can make it happen. And all I wanted was to get myself from that E in chemistry to a B, and I got that B. Now, for most 16-year-olds or even 18-year-olds, if you're sitting your A-levels, this is the hardest and biggest educational challenge we've all been through. If you're in year 11, I'm sure you've heard those people repetitively tell you that A-levels are so much harder, and don't doubt that for a minute, because I didn't. I was fully aware that it was going to be difficult. But at this point in your life, GCSEs are the hardest education you've ever been through. So don't let anybody make you feel less worthy, because they really are a challenge. What you have to keep in your mind throughout it all is that your results don't define you. It's too late to spend tonight trying to cram for an exam you maybe have tomorrow, and even if the worst happens, that doesn't make you any more or any less of a person than somebody that might get full marks. All you have to do is look at some of the most successful people in life to realise that. Exam results on a piece of paper don't define who you are. It sounds cliche, but it's true. On my results day, when I was feeling a little bit sorry for myself, my French teacher stood and gave me a pep talk, and she really opened my eyes to the fact that you don't just walk out of high school with 11 GCSEs. I was an 11-year-old girl when I started at high school, and I can't say it was easy and that I enjoyed it all, because it wasn't, and I didn't, and there were times when I absolutely hated school. But like most good things, I started to enjoy it just as I was about to leave, and now we're 6 years on, and I did come out with the results that I wanted, but I also worked really hard to get there, and in a weird way it does feel kind of nice looking back now at all those coffee-fueled late nights and bleary-eyed early mornings, because I know I can look at that chapter and think that I came out of it alright. But high school was more than just those grades that I got on August the 25th last year. I made some of the best friends and made the best memories, and they're worth 10 times those results, and I'm sure a lot of you are probably thinking the same. Now you might be thinking, Molly, that's so easy for you to say, you've done it, you've been through it, I'm only just about to start. And I have made this sound all elaborate and unnecessarily fairy tale-esque, when in reality it's just 23 exams that the whole nation of 16-year-olds are about to sit. But rather than seeing this as a reason to stress out, see this as the end of a chapter, because at the end of it you're going to move on to bigger and better things, a new chapter, one even more challenging than the last. All you can do is your best, and I hope that you all go into your exam tomorrow or later this week or whenever your GCSEs or A-levels start and absolutely smash it. And if you don't, as I've said, there's so much more to life and there are always other options. But do the best that you can. Every single person listening to this, if you're stressing out, I am so proud of you, and you can do it, and go in and give it everything you've got, because trust me, that feeling on results day is going to be so worth it. It's going to be that you remember in years to come, not the late nights and the stress and the times you felt like giving up or that you couldn't do it. This is the beginning of the end of a very long, very tiring day, but this is the final stretch. If you're going to take one thing away from this video, please let it be that you should never let anybody tell you that you can't do something, because you can. So go in tomorrow and give it everything you've got. It'll be so worth it. Good luck to everybody sitting any exams this week. If you're about to start your GCSEs, you're going to smash it. Hopefully I'll see you all over on my channel really soon.